What is up, guys, and welcome back to Packers franchise. And today we have a big game against the Nick Chubb-less Browns, who have struggled offensively, but they're still going to have Myles Garrett, which is going to be a problem. And we have 17 players to negotiate this year. Christian Watson being the first one. He doesn't want that big of a deal, though. Eric Stokes, A.J. Dillon, Romeo Doubs, Kingsley Enagbare, Zach Tom. We have a lot of big-name guys. Rudy Ford, Lucas. Oh, he has an option. Okay, I was about to say Lucas Van Ness. That's going to be expensive. And I think we will definitely offer Christian Watson a deal. Maybe a 2-year deal to start and see what he says. He could find a better team in free agency, so we'll wait on that. Eric Stokes, I'm not sold on. And I've actually thought about maybe offering up Eric Stokes in a trade. But not yet, but regional scouting focus. Choose regional scouts. Okay. View scouting. Okay. Not what I wanted to do. Manage scouts. Quarterback. Okay. I don't think we need a quarterback specialist, as we've hired pretty much our drafted pretty much our hopeful guy of the future at quarterback, but I can't really change it. It's fine the way it is. Just scout people. You'll do great, I'm sure. And we got a few upgrades, it looks like, to players, and we do. Lucas Van Ness being the first one, very nice. Speed rusher, we'll get that up to an 80 overall. Now a superstar dev this year, and +2 awareness, really not a great upgrade there, but it's not bad. Tyree, Darby, and Oliver Bush also with upgrades. We'll go into pass protector. We want Darby to be a really good pass protecting tackle. Not so much worried about the run blocking. I'd love for his development to go up. And Oliver Bush, I think we're going to try to build him into a scrambling archetype. And we'll see. He gets 5 upgrades here, including +1 speed, +1 break sack, carrying, throw accuracy mid, +2, and +1 awareness. And yeah, that's good. I at least want to get his short accuracy up. Break sacks an 86, 80 speed now, so he's not totally unathletic. We almost know that dev trait. It's getting there. And we know we have a tough task ahead of us today. We know Myles Garrett is going to be flying off that edge, but here we go. Big game here. And I really liked the offense early in the year. Coming off a tough loss, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more Packers franchise here. And back at Lambeau, Jaden Reed had a big week a week ago. He's been great to start the year. No surprise. He's the focal point of our offense every time out, and should be. He's probably our best player at this point now, and here we go. Carlson has it teed up, and he will boot it away. Carlson kicks it deep, and the Browns will start Jerome Ford in the end zone down to a knee. He might be their starting running back now. Here comes Deshaun Watson. And here we go. We'll see how he's done through 2 weeks. And 1 touchdown, 3 picks. Not a great start to the year for Deshaun Watson. And here we go. 1st and 10 Browns. And out of the huddle here, it'll be, I can't even read that name. We'll find out. Snap back to Watson. Quick throw left. And Luis T makes the tackle. Gain of 6. David Njoku, the Joker, or Chief rather. Or the Joker. He's got a couple nicknames. With a 6-yard grab. 2nd and 4 now. I'm trying to figure out who this running back is. And here we go. Snap to Watson. Throwing right. Jair breaks on the ball. Makes a great play. I don't see Amari Cooper out there. Maybe he wasn't on that side of the field. 3rd and 4. Oh, Cooper's, I'm assuming, the guy in the slot over there. And here we go. Snap to Watson. Throwing right, incomplete. Looking again for 18. Jair Alexander with another great knockout, and it'll be a 3 and out to start. And the punt team is on. Looks like Braden Mann is the punter for the Browns here. And here's the punt deep to Nixon. And here we go. Nixon gets planted. Out to the 30, and here comes Oliver Bush onto the field. Had an interesting start. He's throwing 2 picks and 2 touchdowns in each of his first 2 starts. And I've been honestly impressed with how he's done. So I'm not going to complain about it. And we might start with a wheel route to Aaron Jones here. First and 10 here. Snap to Bush, looking to throw. And throwing right, Romeo Doubs has a catch. Didn't have one a week ago. A good throw there from Bush, and it's 2nd and 5 now. And here we go. Let's try that toss left. Bush under center here. Snap back to him, flips it left to Jones, who turns on the jet, stiff arms a guy, lost a 2 on his first carry. 3rd and 7 now. And this is a solid Browns defense, so no shock that they're going to be tough to score on here as Bush is out of the gun. Snap back to him, looking to throw. He'll throw middle for Reed, who gets the first down. Jaden Reed, first down grab. Reigning offensive player of the year, and he's well on his way to repeating with his current pace. And here we go, Bush under center. Snap back to him, running left. Jones cuts it up and loses a yard. 2nd and 11 now. And here we go, Bush under center. Bunch set right. Snap back to him. He fakes to Jones, rolling right. Wide open is Doubs. Cuts it up, has a first down. Romeo Doubs, 1st and 10. And a good start here for Bush. And he's in the gun now. We'll try a little counter run here. Snap to Bush. Hands left to Jones. And a lot of jumping around for 2 yards there. Jones, we haven't really been able to establish a run the way I would love to establish it this year. But, you know, we've thrown it pretty good. And here we go, an empty set now. Bush out of the gun. Snap back to him. Throw in middle, and Jaden Reed bails me out. Gain of 4 there. What a play by the linebacker, jumping that. And 3rd and 4. And the split set, which our OC loves to call. Out of the gun here. Snap back to Bush. Quick throw left for Jaden Reed, who hauls it in and has a first down. Reed gets to the sticks. And a first down grab. His 3rd catch already on the day. And here we go. 1st and 10. Bush under center. Snap back to him. Running left with Jones. And don't make that block. And Carl Ross is hurt. That's not great. 2nd and 1. And jogging to the locker room. That's at least a positive. 2nd and 1 here. Bush under center. Musgrave will take over at tight end. Snap back to Bush. Running left with Aaron Jones. Cuts out. Aaron Jones in the open field. Down to the 7. 1st and goal now. Great run from Jones. Great blocking. And a 1st and goal. And here we go. Snap to Bush. Running middle with Jones. He's in. Touchdown Packers. Great first drive here. And Jones scores. We'll keep Musgrave in for the time being. And Carlson on extra point is up and good. 7-0 Packers. Great first drive there. Great defensive stand. And that coach looks absolutely annoyed with his teams for the Browns. Here we go. Carlson will kick it away. And there's the kick. And Jerome Ford will take a knee in the end zone. Still don't know who the running back for the Browns is, but here comes Deshaun Watson back out. 1st and 10 Browns. I can't read that name. Watson under center, snap back, hands, now we'll find out. And Briscoe? It's got to be a rookie, right? Nate Briscoe, I would assume, maybe? 2nd, Nate, gain of 2 on his first carry. And Jerome Ford will check in for the first time today. And here we go. Snap back to Watson, running right, and Rayshon. Stokes with a nice tackle. Ford gets 15 there. 1st and 10. I formation here for the Browns. Snap to Watson, running left. And Buddy Johnson runs him down finally, but it's another big gainer. 1st and 10 here. And man, what happened to Quay Walker? Is he like dead? Coaching medical center. Ross will be back soon. Quay Walker out for game with a broken finger. Okay. And Watson switching it up here. Snap back to him. Throwing quick and Savage. What? Jair just didn't make the tackle. 2nd inches. Brown. Who? And it covered it. Hollywood? I don't think so, right? Snap back to Watson. Throwing right, and Jair knocks it out. Great play. He was burned, but made a great recovery, and Tillman drops it. 3rd and inches. And here we go. Brown's coming out in a power set. Snap back to Watson. Running left. Campbell makes the play. And we get to hold Devondre Campbell. Great play. And they're going to settle for the field goal. 4th and 1 here. We might just go safe on this. Snap back. Field goal's up. And perfect. 7-3. But a good hold there on 3rd and inches. I'm assuming that's Cade York, who got cut in real life. And here we go. We'll get the ball back. Good hold by the D. And man, we'll boot it away. And Nixon will just stay in the end zone. Out comes the offense after a great first drive. 1st and 10, and here we go. Bush out of the gun. Snap back to him. Hands middle to Jones. Gain of 2 there. 2nd and 8. Probably had the flat. Didn't love it. And here we go. 2nd and 8. Bush out of the gun. Snap back to him. Quick throw for Watson. Hauls it in. 1st down grab. And that'll be the last play of the 1st quarter. Christian Watson. And that'll be the end of the first. 7-3 Packers lead here. It'll be 1st and 10 to start the 2nd here. In the split backfield, A.J. Dillon checks in for the first time today. Snap back, hands right to Dillon, and loss of 2 on his first carry. 2nd and 12 now. And here we go, an empty set. Bush out of the gun. Snap back to him. Throw in middle, just kind of force that one into Reed. Gain of 5 there. 3rd and 7. Yeah, I mean, Reed catches everything. 3rd and 7 here. Reed's in the zone. Snap to Bush, looking to throw. And he'll just dink it down for Dobbs. And he's a yard short. We're going all the way. 4th and 1. What does Juan think? Punt? Juan? It's times like these you frustrate me. And here we go. 4th and 1. Power set on the field. Snap to Bush. He fakes to Jones. Rolling right. Dumps it down, and Jones has a 1st down. 1st and 10 Packers. Great play there. His first catch on the day, and a 1st and 10. And Bush under center now. Snap back, running left, great blocking. Jones in the open field, and he's out of bounds. 1st down run for Aaron Jones. Great run. And here we go, bunch set right now. We're going to leave Jones in the block. Snap back to Bush, and he'll just dink it down for Ross, who lowers the shoulder and gets 7 there. 2nd and 3 now. And here we go, a 2nd and 3. Bush out of the gun. Snap back to him. Again, ooh, God, I didn't even... that running back route was going to be wide open. I thought he was going to drop. He did not. And here we go, 3rd and 4. Bush out of the gun. Snap back to him, looking to throw. And sacked. Tremaine Edmonds with the sack, and we'll run Carlson out for a 46-yarder. And here we go. Carlson's kick is up and right down the middle. 10-3 now, Packers lead. Good kick by Carlson. Not a great drive, but not a bad one either. I haven't really loved the play calling sequences we've had every drive. And here we go. Carlson will boot it away here. There's the kick. And Ford will go down to a knee. And out comes Deshaun Watson in the offense. Got a field goal last time. 1st and 10 on the 25 here. And here he goes. Anthony Johnson Jr. will check in. Snap to Watson. Looking to throw. Middle. Oh, my gosh. Savage makes the tackle. I don't know how I don't get an interception animation there. 1st and 10. That was actually a good time to call cover 2. It just didn't get anything. Watson under center. And snap back to him. Run right. And Seam punches it out. Kenny Clark recovers. And we take over Luis Sean with the peanut punch. And we'll take over 1st and 10. What a play by Luis Sean there. That was awesome. 1st and 10 Packers. Bush out of the gun. Snap back to him. Looking to throw. Throwing left for Watson. Hauls it in on the sideline. 1st down grab. And here we go. We're in business on the 35 here. Bush out of the gun again. Snap back to him. Fakes to Jones. Left side. Tucker Kraft wide open. And gains 8 there. 2nd and 2. And here we go. 2nd and 2. Bush under center. Snap back to him. Hands middle to Jones. Big hole and a 1st down run down to the 20. 1st and 10 here. And here we go. Tight set here. 2 tight ends. Bush out of the gun. Snap back to him. Looking to throw. And sacked. Looking for Ross. Couldn't get it out. Radigan gets home. And 2-minute warning here in Green Bay. We lead 10-3. Man, is that the 2nd or 3rd sack that they have? That doesn't really matter. 2nd 20 here. Bush out of the gun. Snap back to him. Looking to throw. Throwing right. Ross is there. Hauls it in. And he's out of bounds, I believe. Yes. Gain of 16 there. Let's try this again. Empty set. Bush alone in the gun. 3rd and 4. Snap to Bush, looking to throw. Throwing it. Reed has a grab. Down to the 2. 1st and goal. Jaden Reed. Great route. Great throw. Great catch. Dylan checks in. Power set on the field. Snap to Bush. Hands to Dylan. Down to the 2. No gain. We're going to go quick. Snap to Bush, running right. Dylan cuts it up, and he's in. Touchdown, A.J. Dillon, his 1st on the year. Great run, and we take a commanding 2-possession lead now. Carlson's extra point is perfect, and it's 17-3 now. We lead over the Browns. Great drive, and just a great drive. I'm liking the new look offense this year, and it's a lot more get the ball out quick and be efficient underneath. Jerome Ford down to a knee, and out comes Watson after the turnover. Nate Briscoe, 4 carries, 26. Nick Briscoe, okay, 4 carries, 26 yards. Coughed it up last time. 1st and 10 Browns. Watson out of the gun. Ford checks in it back. Snap back to Watson. And throwing right, Amari hauls it in. 1st and 10 Browns. And here we go. Snap back. Looking to throw. And Watson's going to run. Tackled by Johnson. 3rd and 5. And Watson in a split set. Snap back to him. And throwing right. And caught out of bounds. Gain of 1. 3rd and 4. Tillman with the grab. And here we go. A 3rd and 4. Watson out of the gun. Ford the back. Snap back to Watson. Throwing left. Stokes just didn't even see the ball coming. 1st and 10. Unreal. Timeout Browns. Stokes just got to see that ball coming, man. And here we go. 1st and 10. Watson out of the gun. Snap back to him. He'll throw right. And how is that caught by Njoku for a touchdown? Savage just got absolutely mossed for a touchdown. David Njoku scores. And that's tough. Extra point is good. 17-10 now. We got 3 timeouts. We'll probably try something here. And here we go. Man will boot it away. And Nixon will stay in the end zone. And we'll run out Bush here. 1st and 10. And here we go. 1st and 10. Bush out of the gun. Snap back to him. Looking to throw. And he'll just dump it down for Watson with a head of steam. 1st down, timeout. Good job there by Bush. Don't make it hard on yourself. Just take the easy throws. Bush out of the gun here. Snap back to him. And hit as he throws. His 1st incompletion on the day. 2nd 10. Didn't love any of the options, really. And here we go. Bush out of the gun. We'll leave Jones in the block. Snap back to Bush. Looking to throw. What a route in the slot by Jaden Reed, who then hauls it in and is out of bounds. 1st down grab for Jaden Reed to the 48. Sick route in the slot there. And here we go. Bush out of the gun. Snap back to him. Looking to throw. Dinks it down for Jones. There is a flag. What a move by Jones. And he gets down. It'll be a hold. On who? Zach Tom gets a holding call. That'll back us up. That's a big penalty because that was a big play. 1st and 20 here. Snap to Bush. Hands middle to Jones. And we'll call timeout. I was hoping I'd do a little more than it did. 2nd and 14. And here we go. Bush out of the gun. Snap back to him. Looking to throw. Dumps it down for Jones. And timeout. 3 seconds left. And a 58-yarder for Carlson here. And here we go. Kick is up. On the way. It's online if it has a leg. And it does. Carlson's good from 58 going into half. What a kick. And a great 1st half. We lead 20-10. And I want to be better on throwing it deep here and defend the short pass. And here we go. We get the ball out of half, leading 20-10. That was a big kick by Carlson. And man will boot it away. Nixon will catch it on the 1 and bring it out. Cuts it back right, and an okay return out to the 26 by Nixon there. Aaron Jones coming back out. He's had a good day. 10 for 61 rushing. And here we go. 1st and 10. Bush under center. Snap to him. Fakes to Jones. Rolling right. And Zach Tom just got burnt by Okarank. Well, I can't say that. And here we go. 2nd 20. Bush out of the gun. Snap to Bush. It's a slot screen to Reed. Great blocking. Oh, there's a flag. It's going to be a hold. Reed just steps out of bounds. Oh, that's frustrating. It's on Zach Tom again. 2nd 28. That's annoying. And, okay. 2nd 28. Bush out of the gun. Snap back to him. Looking to throw. He's going to throw it up for Jones. Incomplete. 3rd and 28. Man. 3rd and 8 here. I'm just going to send Watson deep. Snap back to Bush. Looking to throw. And just gets it away. And a holding call kills the drive there on what was like a 40-yard completion to Jaden Reed. That's frustrating. Woodard will boot it away here from the end zone. There's the punt. And fielded by number 2. And good coverage there. Out to the 46. Watson comes back out. A frustrating start to the half with the hold there. Big play to Jaden Reed, and we just held, unfortunately. Maybe the reason why it went so far. But nonetheless, Watson out here in the gun. Motioning in Blake Bell. Throwing right, and Jair is football. Another peanut punch. Jair causes a turnover. Nichols recovers, and we take over. What a play by Jair Alexander. Wow. 1st and 10 Packers. What a play by Jair. Another peanut punch. Snap to Bush, hands left to Jones, big hole. Aaron Jones jukes out of bounds, first down run. Great play there. And here we go, 1st and 10. Bush out of the gun. Snap back to him. Aaron Jones, that's a tough grab. Gets planted, loss of 2. 2nd and 12. That's frustrating. And here we go. Dylan checks in. Snap to Bush, running right. Dylan cuts it back left. Gets 2 there. 3rd and 10 now. And here we go, a 3rd and 10 for Bush. Snap back to him. And he's giving Ross a shot. Incomplete. 1st and 10 here. Didn't have enough time to really let Reed develop that route there. And it'll be 4th and 10. Woodard on again. Here's the punt. Gets it away. Fair caught by Dyson at the 13. A good punt by Woodard. And out comes Deshaun Watson again. 1st and 10 Browns. And here we go. Watson under center. And motions, toss right. Rashawn Gary gets help from Joseph Osai. Loss of 5. Great play there by the defense. And a 2nd and 15 now. Watson in an empty set, quad set left. Snap to Watson. Throw it left to Devondre Campbell, all over it. 3rd and 15. And here we go, a 3rd and 15, and the Browns come out in an empty set. I'm going to give Luvu some space. Snap back to Watson. And throw in. Luvu picks it! Frankie Luvu down the sideline and runs through Watson down to the 7. 1st and goal Packers. Frankie Luvu, great play. And now we'll come out here and trips left. And here we go. Jones motions out right. Snap to Bush, looking to throw. Throw in middle, Jaden Reed. Touchdown, he hangs on. And we score, finally. Bush with the touchdown pass. Great play design there. And Carlson's extra point will be through and perfect. 27-10 now over the Browns. Great play, great defensive possession. Frankie Luvu gets the pick. And here we go. Carlson will boot it back to the Browns after the touchdown pass. And Ford should probably just stay in the end zone. And will. Browns take over on the 25. And here we go. 1st and 10. Browns under center here. And here we go. Snap to Watson. Run up the middle. Great play by Anthony Johnson Jr. Gain of 2 for Briscoe. 2nd and 8. Watson in an empty set. And here we go. Switching things up. Snap back to him. And rolling right. And Rashawn makes the tackle. Gets help from Nichols. 1st and 10 though. Watson with a nice run. We just don't get pressure this year like we have in years past. Watson with a bunch set left. And here we go. Snap back to him. Fakes up the middle to Briscoe. Wide open in the flat. And nice tackle by Nichols. But it's a 1st down by Dyson there. 1st and 10 Browns here. And Watson in a bunch set. Snap back to him. Running right. Campbell with a great tackle. Keeps it to no gain. 2nd and 10 here. Devondre Campbell's been great today. In the 2nd and 10, Campbell back in at backer here. Watson out of the gun. Snap back, running middle. Kenny Clark destroys it. Loss of 2. 3rd and 12 here. Kenny Clark's fired up. Maybe his first tackle on the year that I can remember right now. And 1st and 10. Snap to Watson. And he's sacked. It's Kenny Clark again getting home. 4th and 19. Great job by the defense getting the hold, and the Browns have to punt here. Braden Mann on the punt. And here's the kick. It's not a great one. Out of bounds at the 32. First and 10, and out comes Jaden Reed in the offense. 7 for 59 and a touchdown on the day. First and 10 here, and Bush out of the gun. Snap back, hands left to Jones, who turns on the Jets and gets 4 there. 2nd 6 now. Good run by Jones. And here we go. 2nd 6, Bush out of the gun. And snap back to him. He'll pull it and keep it himself. Garrett bites. Bush in the open field, and the first down for Oliver Bush, the rookie, showing the athleticism. And 1st and 10 now. Bush out of the gun. Snap back to him. Hit as he throws, or you're going to give Jaden Reed a shot down the field. 2nd and 10 here. And here we go. 2nd 10. Bush under center. I form behind him. Snap to Bush. Running right. Zach Tom just got owned. Loss of 2. Tom has had a rough day. 3rd and 12. And that'll probably wrap up the 3rd quarter here. And it will. End of the 3rd. 27-10 heading into the 4th here. We played well today, but we need a big 3rd down conversion here. It's Packer football here as they as well to begin the 4th. This is fine. 3rd and 12. Bush out of the gun. Split backfield. A lot of running backs on the field. Snap back to Bush. Looking to throw. He'll step up and roll left. Running for his life. Bush stiff arms. He's out of bounds. Can't quite get there at the 50. I don't know if I want to punt this. I don't think I do want to punt this. Here we go. Bunch set right. We're going. Bush out of the gun. Snap back to Bush. Looking to throw. Throws it right. Ross wide open. First down grab, and he's out of bounds. Oh, no, he's not. 1st and 10, Carl Ross. Great route there. We just kind of let Ross get the option to do what he wanted there. And he made a great decision. 1st and 10, snap to Bush, running left. Jones, great cut, great pickup by Jenkins, and a gain of 6 there. 2nd and 4. Here we go. Split backfield. Dylan checks in. Snap to Bush, running right. Dylan cuts it up, gets downhill, and it's a 3rd and inches now. That's a fine run. 3rd and inches. Bush under center. Jones the back. Snap to Bush. Hands middle to Jones, and a good hole. He gets the first down, Packers. And here we go. 1st and 10. Tight set here. Bush out of the gun. Snap back to him. Looking to throw. Throw it back. Risky pass. Watson hauls it in. Tight window throw, put it right on him, back shoulder, and it's a 1st and 10 now. And here we go. We run out the big boys for a 13 personnel set. Snap to Bush. He'll hand to Jones. Jump cut. Didn't quite get the jump cut off. Made a man miss, though. 2nd and 5 on the 7. And here we go. Jaden Reed now in the backfield. Jones will line up in the slot. Snap back. And flips it out right to Reed. Hoping to get him in space. A great play by Denzel Ward. And here we go. 3rd and 6. Bush out of the gun. I'm going to actually hot route that. Snap to Bush. Looking to throw. Throws it left for Jones. Incomplete. 4th and 6. And we'll run out the field goal unit here. And here we go. Carlson's kick is through. 30-10 now. Packers lead. Great drive again there. Just couldn't quite get points out of it, but good nonetheless. And we'll boot it away here. Carlson ready to kick. Here's the kick. And Ford will bring it out. And, oh, there we go. Frank Caldwell makes the tackle, the rookie linebacker. And out comes Watson. 1st and 10 on the 28. And here we go. Watson out of the gun, trips right. And snap back to Watson. It's a draw. Great play. Anthony Johnson Jr. Stokes jumps on there too. Gain of 5. But we're living with runs. And throwing left, Nichols got fried. 1st and 10. That was a tough route to cover. And here we go. Snap back. It's a counter run right. And Jair makes a great play, kind of. Stokes ends up wrapping up 2nd inches in the hurry up. Watson fakes and looks to run. And ball's out. Jair recovers. He scoops, and Jair's in open field. Jerome Ford to beat. And see you later. Jair Alexander scooping scores. Touchdown Packers. What a play. Jair Alexander. And we're going to go for 2 to make it 38-10 here. Bush out of the gun. Snap back to him. Throwing right for Reed. And can't make the grab on the sideline. Are you serious? 36-10. And here we go. Carlson a boot away. There's the kick. And this should be a touchback. And will be. And here we go. Watson coming back out. 1st and 10 here. Watson under center. And snap back to him, looking to throw. Throwing short, incomplete. Campbell with great coverage. 2nd and 10 here. And here we go. 3 down linemen for us here. Watson out of the gun. Snap back to him. Throwing right, and why did Rudy Ford stop? He could have jumped that, but he didn't trust it. 3rd and 3. Jair at the great tackle. And here we go, a 3rd and 3. Watson out of the gun, snap back to him. Quick throw left, and they took each other out of the left side. 4th and 3. And they're going. 3rd and 3 here for the Browns. Who is the... You just go. Snap. Quick throw. Jair knocks it out. We take over. 1st and 10. Great job by Jair. And here we go. 1st and 10. And we'll bring out the power set here. Bush under center. Snap back to him. Turns and hands to Jones. Gain of 1. And that should run it down to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 9 now. 2-minute warning. We lead by 26 here. Great performance. And 2nd and 9 now. And here we go. Bush under center here. Snap back to him. Running left. It's Jones. Cuts it up. And a good cut. Hold that ball. Gain of 3. 3rd and 6. There we go. 3rd and 6. Dillon checks in. Snap to Bush. Turns and hands it to Dillon. Up the middle. Lowers the shoulder. 4th and 3. And we might go. Yeah, I like it, Juan. Try to put this game out of reach. I like where his head's at. We'll put Reed on that crosser there. Snap to Bush. Looking to throw. Looking middle. Oh, Lord. And incomplete. Browns take over. 56 seconds remain. Watson was the target. Couldn't get it to him. And here we go. Snap back. Deshaun rolling left. He's sacked. It's Joseph Osai. 2nd 19 now. What a job there by Osai. What a job by the defense here, especially after the first half. Snap to Watson. Jeez. And Savage with the tackle. 1st and 10 Browns. That might be the last play of the game. And it will be. We take the win here at home. 36-10. We'll improve to 2-1. Great day from Oliver Bush. Only threw 1 touchdown, but very efficient. Very good with the football. And we get a big win there. At home against the Browns. Sammy Nichols with an upgrade. And we're going to get his zone up to an 80 overall now. And +1 speed, +1 zone. Very nice. 93 speed now for Nichols. He was just developing into an absolute beast out there. And we will view the box score from that game. It was a good game for us. Oliver Bush was phenomenal. 202, 1 touchdown, no picks, 23 of 30. Aaron Jones had 98 yards and a touchdown. Bush had 2 for 15. Dillon 6 for 10 and a touchdown. Christian Watson had 4 for 66. Jaden Reed 8 for 58 and a touchdown. Ross 4 for 33. I noticed that we spread the ball around a lot more this year, and I enjoy that. Devondre Campbell led the team in tackles. Kenny Clark with 2 TFLs, 1 sack for Clark and 1 for Osai. And Frankie Louvu had a pick. Jair Alexander had a scoop and score on the day as well. Great execution by us here in week 3. And now we have another home game next week against the Browns. It'll be a big game as we'll sim to that week. We might offer Christian Watson again. I'd really like to bring Watson back. So we might give him another offer here. Maybe. I don't really want to give him... I could do 3 years. And he's still looking at free agency. I think we're going to let Dillon go this time. We kind of have an A.J. Dillon and Bernie Boone, who's just kind of there. Romeo Dobbs. I mean, I could do a deal with Dobbs for like 4 years. And he's back. Dobbs is back long term. Signs on the dotted line. Zach Tom needs to play a lot better than he has. Sean Ryan is a backup, but he doesn't want a ton of money. I could do like a 3-year deal as a swing guard. And he's back. Sean Ryan returns. We'll think about Tom here as the year progresses. I want to see more out of him. Now with Dobbs back, we'll probably let Nixon walk. Jonathan Ford, we'll think about. Rudy Ford. Van Ness just has a... Okay. So that'll be all. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more Packers franchise. Big game against the Giants next time. But until then, as always, it's been the Captain. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.